Hi beautiful people, popular chords and symbols. In this tutorial, I go through some of the commonly used chords and their symbols associated with pop, blues, R&B, gospel, jazz, and neo-soul. First chord we are going to look at is the C major chord. C, E, G. If it is just a chord with nothing following it, then it is saying that the chord is major and there is no additional to it. Next, C minor, C, E flat, and G. With a little M, that stands for C minor. Sometimes it can be seen as a C with a little hyphen. Next, C diminished, C, E flat, G flat. It can be represented by a C and a little dim or C with a little O at the top. Next, the augmented triad, that is represented by a C, an aug shorthand for augmented, or a C with a plus sign. Next, C suspended 2. It is a C without a third. We add the ninth or the second to it. Next, C suspended 4. Similar to a C suspended 2, but this time it is the fourth that is being suspended away from the root. This one is written with the C sus 4. Next, C over G. We have our C chord and we have our G chord. To play a C chord with a G bass, it's used just before you play a 5 chord. It's used a lot in gospel, or you can play A over G. You can have many chords with a note slash over another chord. Just know that the first note is the chord and the second note is the bass line. Moving on, C add 9. C add 9. Just a regular C chord and you just throw a ninth to it. You can add a ninth almost to everything you play. Next, C6. It is just a C chord and you just add a sixth to it. Sometimes you can end with a C6. Next, C6 over 9. This is just a C chord, a sixth, and a ninth. The difference between the C ninth and the C add ninth is that the C ninth tells you there's a seventh in it. This is a C ninth, a dominant seventh in it, and a C add 9 does not have a dominant seventh. Next chord, C minor 7. A C minor, and then you add the seventh to it. Next, C major 7. Just a C chord with the seventh. Next, C dominant 7th. Major chord and a dominant 7th. C diminished 7. It's C diminished. Just play the double flat 7th. 1, 1, 2. This chord can be called a symmetrical chord. It's built on minor thirds. Next, we have a C minor 7 flat 5. C minor 7th flat 5. A C minor, a 7th, and a flat 5. Think of it in this way. C augmented 7th, that's our next chord. C, you play C augmented, and then you just throw in a flat 7th. Next, C major 9th. A C major chord and the 9th. Next up, C 11th. A C 7th chord, C 7th chord, C major, no, a C 11th, a C 7th chord, a 9th, and 11th. Then 11. A C 11th, basically you have a C major chord and a B flat major chord together. C major 7, sharp 11, that's our next chord. C major 7, C major 7th, you play a C major 7th, you add the 11th, and make it sharp. C major 7, sharp 11. The 7th chord, this one, The 7th chord is the bridge that takes you to the chord extensions such as 9th, 11th, 13th, sharp 11s. Those are considered as chord extensions, and most of these chord extensions will have a 7th in it. With the exception of a C at 9, it doesn't have a 7th in it. Moving on, C7 altered. C7 altered, we have a C7, a sharp 9th, and a sharp 5. This is your C7 altered. Next, C major 13. We have a C chord, 7th, 9th, and the 13th. This is a C major 13. Next, C 13th. C chord, a flat 7th, a 9th, 11th, a 13th. This is a C major 13th sharp 11th. Second last chord was C7 sharp 5. C7 and the sharp 5. Our last chord, we have a C7 flat 13th. C chord, flat 7th, flat 10th, flat 13th. This is your C7 flat 13th. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next one.